Hello and welcome back to Space Engineers. My name is Rabenschild. On Saturday I made a live stream, and in this live stream I wanted to just make a test and see how my settings are, and I will have to tweak that and maybe go with less quality than I really want to have. But I don't have the connection to really stream in good settings, so I will have to rely on what I'm doing, not on the amazing graphical swooshiness that some other people can provide. But you can see that I continue to work on the ship. It was just a test stream, but then, yeah, some people turned up, and I thought, yeah, just keep on going with what you are doing. And so I started to do more on the ship, and you can see I've built on the back side, just on one side, just to get into it, and building and building and building, just to find a good form. I decided to have a hangar door on the back, and I will also use the force fields to have, yeah, a good environment in there. Give me a sec. Yeah, to also have a good environment in there, so an air-filled room and all that stuff. We will have to see how that works out on the move. I also added an airlock up here, so we can connect it to the other side of the base if we want, and I think I will put some on the other side too, just to have it symmetrical. The main thing I want to do is today, not the main thing, but we will take a look at that, because I basically just recorded after I did some maintenance. Yesterday I noticed, and I noticed that over the last videos too, that sometimes my simulation speed just tanks and really goes down to, we can take a look at that. I haven't done that for a long time. I took a look at the FPS and all that stuff. So the FPS are at 42. I will not be able to raise that here, but at least they stay relatively stable. So I can record with my 30 FPS, and you shouldn't see any real problems there. But the cool thing is the simulation speed. We're at the moment at 0.97 or something. Yesterday I had a simulation speed of around 80. And it tanked to really low levels. It could still tank, but I was able to raise it a bit. And this is a feature I knew about, but on the other hand, I never used it, because I always just used the how's it called, the toolbox, Space Engineers toolbox or something like that. The thing I used is the Space Master. So I knew it only as a way to, yeah, don't know if I wanted to cheat my way around in creative mode. I try to really stay away from this. It is in the game, and it is sometimes it is so teasing. Not teasing is not the right word, but it is so this you can't just. I would like to have this option hidden behind more buttons than Alt F10. Because this is the Space Master, and in Space Master I did some stuff with, just with the Space Master. I didn't even use the cleanup stuff, and the admin tools. We can take a look at stuff like that later. Ooh, can use all terminals, show all place. I never took a look at that. Maybe we should just do that right now. Take a look at this, and hopefully the game doesn't crash, or because now I clicked on the entity list and it something happened there. So you can see, we can now see all the things that are in the game, and can sort by grids and all that stuff. What I just did to basically bring up the simulation speed and hopefully keep it from tanking. I really had seconds of not being able to do anything. I just went through all the grids and deleted what I found was not worth keeping. So you can just go through all the grids you have here and see everything that is basically saved in the game. So you can also see things that you don't know came by while exploring the world. Some stuff I didn't even notice, and I made a big boo-boo again that I will have to clean up. I deleted one of the panels of the solar satellite again. This poor solar satellite has to really endure abuse by me and by the game. So you can see all my Icarus satellites. There is some other stuff. See the Rossi. I removed the Rossi, by the way, from the station because for the stream I wanted to keep it from making problems. Now the Rossi isn't the problem. It seems the Rossi itself isn't the problem. It is the all the stuff lying around. So there was more. There was more active. We can go most active thrusters, but what I had was biggest grids. That's, you can see there's pirate stations. There is my stations. This is a ship that's lying around. I didn't even see that, and it seems to be on the Terran planet. I don't know where that is. Then I found solar. Oh, so first I found floating solar panels. Some of the solar panels just ripped away from the solar satellite, flying around there and all that stuff. So these are pirate stations, and I don't know. They don't seem to be active. You can see there are missing blocks and all that stuff. I don't know if these still do what they should do. On all the planets, this is the. Now I went back to the. I will have to click through all that stuff again. This is the destroyed rover, and the destroyed rover might have been one of the problems because there were so many parts lying around that it seems that simulation speed. I think the game loads stuff even when it shouldn't be loaded, so it seems to simulate stuff even when it isn't loaded. That might have been the thing that kept my gravity cannon and the iron, the orbital or orbital going, basically, so that I could shoot ores down to the planet even when the ores shouldn't be loaded because they are outside of my rendering range. It seems it simulates that stuff too. I'm not sure if that's the case. Some other people that know more about how the game handles itself might know more about that, but that's what I assume, because all the small parts lying around from destroyed ships and all that stuff seem to be really, when they just lie around, if they are anchored, they don't seem to make big problems, but if they lie around, it seems that they really bring down the simulation speed. So I went through that and deleted some of the broken blocks. Here you can see I will keep some of the bigger things because maybe we want to return there and clean that up by hand or something like that. This is the small rover I had on Mars. This is the egg. This is anchored, so it shouldn't make problems, and the egg is not destroyed. See these parts, but this is at least a part with 143 blocks. I had a lot of one block just lying somewhere in the desert on Mars, and these small ships here, for example, I don't even know, are these beginner ships, because these seem to be hydrogen fueled, very small ships. By the way, we could even teleport to these things. But I Yeah, I always go to first and not to previous. We will just go to previous and just see these are single wheels lying around. Current value 1. It's just a small grid wheel that's lying around. What we could do to even increase all the stuff is, yeah, just remove that stuff. That makes this is from you can see that this is the small rover I landed on Mars before I dropped the egg into the atmosphere. You can see that these here are the parachute blocks. It also flipped. It seems it just flipped and destroyed itself. You can even attached wheels count as wheels, as single blocks. You can see that it shows the 6 wheels of the rover I have on the moon. Here, this is one block just lying around, and all these single blocks that just lie around, and it seems the game tries to simulate them. They really mess up a lot. Oh, I will have to. Maybe we go and that's one thing you have to keep in mind is if you do that, then go back to player control so you can go back into your body and you can control yourself again. That's also a thing. You can have out of body experiences when you teleport yourself to a part. Sometimes I teleported to a part to see if it's not a bigger part in itself and all that stuff. So we can just take a look at it again. And I didn't even touch the cleanup. We can also clean up stuff. So we can say less than 5 blocks, just remove that. Further from player then. Just remove the stuff. Continuous trash interval, trash action. So we can even just go and we could even stop it. So there is stuff flying around in space. That also happens. That you have just things flying around in space and you can just stop it. That also should improve the simulation speed because the game doesn't have to calculate, okay, where's that thing going? So I'm gobsmacked by that. This can even in game really save my butt. So if I ever notice the simulation speed tanking again, I can just go in there and yeah, have it clean up. So we could go and say, okay, I want to have include in trash stationary fixed stations, everything. I could even include this stuff and say, okay, remove everything with less than 5 blocks now. That could be a good idea. Let us go further and just say everything with just 3 blocks or less than 4 blocks. So everything with 4 blocks will get removed. So now, how can we go about it? Can we just disable trash performing? So okay, now it should be active, but we have to tell him what to remove. So I can just go and say accelerating. I could remove the powered stuff, controlled, with production, with medical room, with less blocks then. So now it will just go through there and remove everything that is stationary, that is linear moving, that is accelerating with less than 4 blocks. This helps because then if you have just 1 or 3 block things lying around that you know is not powered, is not controlled and all that stuff, then it just gets removed. It should make your life a lot easier. But again, you can do that by hand too. Just go through here, just go through there, take a look what blocks you have. By the way, for example, this block here, I know I don't have to remove because this is a static grid I've placed on the planet. This shouldn't make problems when it comes to simulation speed because again, it is just a single static block. I should definitely do something about the maybe we should learn Space Master together. We will see. It's amazing. So you can even include and just say, okay, I want only find only small grids, only big grids, all that stuff. Really, really, really nice. It makes my life definitely easier, and I could bite myself that I never really took a look at this stuff. This seems to be something on the surface of the planet. It could be the ship there. This is part of the arm that had the small rover that brought. I had a big rover for the new guys. I had a big rover on Mars. We saw the remains of that. Included in that was a small rover that was anchored, but it could be brought down with an arm, with a piston arm and a rotor arm down to the surface, and then I could drive around with a small rover. And these are the poor rests of it. This is the small grid, current value 32. This is you can see that this is the corner of my winged ship where I tested out the wings mod. This is one of the wheels of the small rover I had there, and a rover I tested out on the planet. I wanted to see how stable the new rovers are. This is the best here. You can see, I was too fast and I just deleted one of the solar panels. Went through it and said, "Hey, I don't need this." And then I realized I needed it. And one thing, you have to be careful with it. You don't get your stuff back. You don't get your stuff back. By the way, that's also your way to make blueprints of the stuff in your survival world. I did that of the Rossi to be able to bring that in or to repair it if I ever need it. I hid it in an asteroid so that it doesn't get destroyed by meteorites, but better safe than sorry. You can enable the creative mode tools, and then you are able, you can see that here, then you can copy and paste ships and stations and bring them in if you want. But if you have a survival world, you should just touch that to go and make blueprints of your stuff. So people, this is for Monday. I will just keep that short. If you are interested in something like that, then don't know, we can make a tutorial, or I can try to make a tutorial on the Space Master and be a bit enthusiastic about it. Just be more informative if you want, but maybe that's enough. If you want to see me babble and build this ship for a few... Oh, okay, I have to get back and get my player control back. Otherwise, I will just float through space. Yeah, it's also a way to go into camera mode, I realized. So if you want to see me build this ship, then on Saturday I did a live stream. It should be on my channel. It's 2 hours, more than 2 hours long. So if you have time, watch that. But we will continue building this ship and other stuff on Wednesday, I would say. Good people. I hope you liked this a bit more informative video than having a build episode or me babbling about stuff. Hope you liked it. If you did, then please leave a like on it. Give me a comment if, don't know, you're interested in hearing more about the Space Master or something like that. Don't know, maybe we can do something with it. Good people. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you in the next episodes. See ya, guys. Wow, that was bad. See ya, guys.